What is up? What is up, guys? Let's get started. Let's just turn it up now. Alright, let's get started. Bluetooth not working properly now. So guys, in the bench press, it's really windy today, so there's going to be bad volume the whole time. Can't do anything about it. So I want to try to do 110 pause for 2 reps today. You know, just to build that up a little bit. You can bench the bar. Huh? So then next week I'll record my bench workout next week again. And then I'll get my squat video edited for today. I'll post them for last week and this week together. Just edit them all together rather than make 2 separate squat workouts. Just to get it out there. Next week's going to be a PR attempt, but I need to make sure I properly fuel up for it. You know, that's one thing I'm not doing properly. Getting those carbs in, the fuel my workouts. Hit that like button, guys. You know, especially going for a PR, it's not like I'm doing bodybuilding where, you know, you're trying to gain muscle without gaining fat. I've actually lost a little bit of weight, but, you know, there's other factors at play. Who's there? Who we got spamming? Sebby ship, what's up? What's up? What's up, Courtney? Jameson. I'm all good, I'm all good. Hit that like button, guys. Seems like we got some alt accounts today. Not surprising. Yes, thanks. I can see I went up. Courtney hit the like button as well. I'm going to try to do 110 pause for 2 reps today. See if I can get that done. Now my biggest set of 2 with touch and go is 117 for 2 reps touch and go. So I feel like you know, 110 for 2 would be a pretty good comparison for that. It's basically 10 kilograms under, and then that's what my goal is for my bench press 1RM, 10 kilograms under for my paused compared to my touch and go. So obviously 120 for paused is the goal. Didn't feel too bad today. Not too bad. Whew. I see someone spamming those things, even though I can't see them. Is that you, Batman? Are you there? I find people have very selective hearing with certain stuff. Apparently people are trying to say I'm using steroids because I got injections for my trip. Let's see. Message. It's always funny when you get that because you obviously know they're not listening to the actual video. They're probably just reading that transcript. So I got in total 4 injections, which I have to go there. So you have to have a wee certificate book thing with them. Bit annoying, but you know, it's this one's starting to bruise up now from them, but it's been like a week and it's only starting to bruise. Bit annoying. So I had 3 in this arm and 1 on this arm. Light work. Yeah, so yesterday's squats did not go well. I just had nothing to push. I don't even think I could do the same weight last. Like, I probably couldn't have done the reps in the last week, this week. So I'm gonna fill up this entire week carb load as much as I can this week for next squat day and go for a PR. But it's not going to be pushing through extreme limit PR because what I kind of plan to try to hit a PR the next week as well, you know, because I feel like I can hit this 150 fairly easily. I just need to push a little bit. Because I did test it yesterday. Obviously, probably not smart to test it, but I got to here. Then I was like, I'll just set it down because I didn't want to push through. You know, while I was feeling weak. Anyone have any questions? Go ahead and comment. You know, 11 of you sitting in here. I know we probably got some Discord guys, whatever you are, trolls, just comment. Like, why are you just sitting there? Yeah, so they all leave now. You just know they're there. So yeah, the bench press videos definitely it's definitely working already to get the views up on my main videos, you know. It's now just that slight increase now. So just keep doing it like that and my main videos should start to do better again. do 105 and then go for 2 at 110. And you kind of went a bit fast with that pause there, so make sure pause properly. Don't want to be giving anyone any excuses to not call the lift. What up, goat? What's up, shooter? I haven't seen you in a bit. Yeah, my idea of putting the bench video out, you know, do the bench squat every week or a deadlift, you know, I'll switch it up. Obviously, once I come back from my holiday, because I'm not pushing the deadlift, so it's a bit boring. I wouldn't want to post that, but it seems already the views are slightly going up. And then the shorts, they seem to be doing pretty good. They've started to go up as well. It's been doing whatever around. Oh. So yeah, I had my injections for my holiday. So like the last week, I just no energy. I've been so tired. I think that's the side effects, because obviously that's four different viruses my body is dealing with. Made sure to use proper leg drive on that one. Felt really good. We definitely have this for 2. Let's see. And we came down a bit slower as well, because I feel like if you come down fast for pauses, it's hard to get that pause to start. It kind of bounces when you come down fast. It bounces, and then you pause and come up. Because if you come down, bounce and go, you kind of misscrew the bounce, and it'll throw you way off. So you need to come down slow. What's up, King Deal? Oh, Africa. I'm going to Tanzania. Yes, training. I posted that bench video and it seems to help the channel. It's like it definitely seems to go slightly going up now. So I'll be doing that from now on, doing my squat video, then bench or a deadlift video every week from now on, just to get myself back up there. I know. Believe it or not, King Deal, some people were trying to say they didn't listen obviously to my video, they just read the transcript. They were saying he's using steroids because he got shots. They obviously didn't listen to the actual video. It's a bit silly, like. Ugh. It's like you never trust anyone. Even if they're in your DMs and TikTok. Yes. What's up, chair? Need to look bigger. My legs could definitely be bigger. Obviously I'm not doing crazy volume, so there's probably not much muscle being built right now. I know, it's a bit silly. I just read their comment and I was like, because it's obviously Bobby's been talking about that with people because he doesn't listen to actual live streams. He comes in, doesn't listen, just hears parts of it. So he's obviously on and told the group, that guy's been taking shots. We need to find out what it is. It's just stupid. Like, why do we need to talk about people? Just listen to the actual stuff they say. You know, it's not a hard concept. I know they don't like listen to my actual videos and stuff. That whole place, the group seems to hate actually watching your videos. What they'll do is they'll hit the wee transcript button and then just read through it, so they don't have to give you a view, which is always crazy to me. I wonder if I could turn that option off. Yeah, well, him and the other guy, Hans, which I don't really blame him because I doubt he watches my channel, so he probably didn't have a clue about the holiday, but Bobby knew. I told him so many times. Yeah. Because they both said it at the same time. Bobby messaged me on TikTok and then Hans left the comment. I have safety bars here, so I'm all good. I don't lift enough for them to break. I definitely don't. You know. But once again, I don't really think it's Hans. It's not. Hans obviously doesn't watch my stuff, so he's not going to know about the holiday. But Bobby knew. I told him so many times. Yeah. There's a big storm going on right now. If you hear, I don't know if you can hear it. A lot of wind. So I'm going to go out hiking after this workout. It's not really, since I've been kind of weak after it. Right, let's do this. It's a bit low on that second one, came down a bit too low. Well, that's good. Oh, I feel like my eyes are popping out of my head a bit, but take the compliment. Do you do 3 sets of reps? Not sure what you mean by that. Upright rows, yeah, I haven't looked at it. He posted a video on TikTok of him singing about that ex again. Or that girlfriend, it's not even an ex. I'm so confused by him. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Right. Let's put Evie on and do a set of pause for whatever reps. And then we'll go on to decline. My favourite bench movement. Obviously, once I come back from my holiday, I'm going back to the touch and go. I'm only doing pause, so I'm not like pushing my limits on stuff. You know, keeping it fairly safe because you can only push so hard on the pause bench. Because if you lift your butt off, you're not getting the weight up. A common misconception: people think if you lift your butt off, it helps. Maybe on touch and go it does, because you're lifting off, but if you do that on the pause, you're not going to keep up. You're going to sink into the bench, sit there and come up, and then it doesn't work. And that's only really applies to really flexible people who can really arch out, and really like fat people. You know, someone my size, arching isn't a big help. Jeez. They're not talking again. He just made a song singing on TikTok for her. Which is crazy. And then he made a video, a 10-minute TikTok video begging for people to help him get famous again. And then he started doing the videos again saying, it's my birthday, to try to get the views again, you know. Like, come on. What's up, Ronaldo? Got famous Ronaldo in here. Must be really popular. Who's seen the Joey Swall stuff? Joey Swall, like, I never liked him, but then he got cancelled for something completely different. He got cancelled for saying, making a video about Hulk Hogan and saying coloured people, you know. Fair enough, get cancelled. But he should have been cancelled way before for his scams and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I still think he's TikTok still deactivated, because obviously he doesn't want to lose followers. But yeah, he's already back on Instagram, so yeah, it didn't really change much. But it is kind of funny how fast his attitude changed. People are making like a Homelander videos and edits about him now, talking about how you people need me. It's really funny. Right, let's see. Right, let's go to decline, hit reps. I think we can keep that weight on. Out of breath now. Yeah, he uses the same thing. Once he feels like he's not getting views anymore, he puts that audio on. People keep telling him not to do it because it's just begging, and people don't want the help when you do that. That's what I completely get. I was doing that for a while, when my live streams were doing really bad. I was kind of begging. Then I just like gave up with that. You know, there's no point. You know, what's the point in it? You know, I do YouTube because I like to do it. It's fun to work out. Already got a little pump. Right, decline. We should have waited a little bit longer for even the first set. Do another set of 80 and then we'll go down. Yeah, well, he gave up with YouTube. Like, he did like 3 live streams and just kind of gave up because he's got 12 views in total on them. That's what I said. I said he's going to ruin his YouTube channel by switching to TikTok because he's not doing the titles, the description on the lives anymore. He's just using the restream thing, and that's why he's not getting views. I told him this before. He changed it and he got views, but now he's back not doing it. It's just lazy. So he's more focused on TikTok. Fair enough. He seems to be doing pretty well on TikTok. You know, he's got that sort of thing about him that does well on TikTok. You know, people like to make fun of that type of person on there. I'm just too, I think I'm just too boring for TikTok, if I'm being honest. Yeah, thing is, I don't, like, live streams don't get me anything. Like, I don't get ads off live streams. So that's why I'm doing the videos now. I'm removing 1 live stream a week now, so I'm going to be posting a bench workout or a deadlift workout every other week. You know, like that, with my squat. You know, up the main videos rather than keeping the live streams. Because I don't know, he made it up himself, like he made his own song up. He is just repeating himself, basically. Go look it up. His name's Jamie Brown on TikTok. It's not like he's not hiding. Go down to the salad. I'm okay with the wind. I hate this getting wet. But at least the wind keeps me very cool. Yeah, I doubt it. I'm still on his channel. He probably hasn't realised that. I could just start banning everyone. Well, he doesn't go on TikTok or YouTube, so it doesn't matter. And he doesn't go live, so it can't do anything. Surprised, I thought he would have removed me straight away. So, decline, chest flies, we'll do dumbbell shoulders, those, and then some push-ups. Well, we'll do the push-ups after the chest flies. Just do all the chest first. And then those 2 back movements, you know, I'll do these first and then I'll do the shoulders. I'm going to try 20s today. And I'm going to do it seated. He does. I don't think I've heard of bench Warren. Well, yeah, I'd say my bench is pretty exclusive when I do touch and go. Obviously, I'm doing paused and stuff. That's why I say I'm kind of more built for the lower reps, just because I think I'm more of an explosive athlete rather than pure strength, if you get that. I have that speed. Pure form. Well, I mean, just on the normal bench, you know, if you're going for that weight, it doesn't matter on the way down. There's very little actual activation on the way down, you know, on a normal bench press, compared to going really fast versus slow. You know, if he's lifting twice the weight, you know, it makes up for that. That's what it is. You know, but accessories like this, you know, you don't want to be wrapping that out. I don't go with flies. This is what we mean by volume, and what I'm doing by increasing volume. More sets. Doesn't have to be to extreme failure, but just doing more and more. Just to try to get a really good pump in the workout as well. You know, it's obviously I do my strength movement first. I don't really get a pump from that. So then I do all this, but really try to pump up. Rather than focusing on strength on these movements, like going to like a 1RM on these, like I've done that before. But there's no real need, because if you can get your bench higher, these numbers will go up anyway. It's just automatic. I feel my triceps will definitely pump. So tomorrow I have sandbag, arms, and I think I'll do some boxing as well. Only been on here 35 minutes. Perfect 4. What's up, Silver? Perfect 4. Squat, bench, deadlift. What else? Probably a row. I don't think you need any specific one, just whatever row you like to do, because that kind of makes up the whole back. You know, people say the deadlift works the back. It doesn't work the back. It just makes your back, you know, it works. See, I can't remember it. The two parts, muscles on the side of your spine, but it doesn't work like the back, what people think the back is, you know, up here, all that. It works spinal erectors, that's what it works. So you need something to actually work the rest of the back. You know, the other ones hit most of it fairly well, so you don't need to cover that. What do you think, Silver? What would be the fourth main movement? Bench party, yeah. I did a 110 for 2 paused reps, so that's a good PR. Pull-ups, well, I suppose that's a back movement. Well, it depends. Chin up isn't, pull-up is. I suppose the chin up works the lats, so. Go. Right, let's do this and then go on the chest flies. Move these a bit there. Yes. Oh yeah, the gap we're currently cleaning out this whole garage, so we feel a little bit more respectable soon. Clearing out the shelves over here, because then I can put my dumbbells on there rather than just having them sitting randomly. I really didn't roll my calf out. It's been pretty tight the last week or so. Which, is it because of the squats or because of the injections? I don't know. Can you hear the wind out there, guys, or not? Right, chest flies now. Do some real weight. I have been thinking about a way to do cables. Say I put a pulley system, attach a pulley system under here, and then one each side of the floor, so they're crossing over. I don't know if it would work or not. You know, just for like chest flies, you know, pulley system, pull you out, come back in while you're lying on the bench or something. Like I just need to attach them each side of the platform. Could work. But then how's the, it would have to be some sort of band, like bungee pulley system, rather than band, like weights, because you can't put weights there. Unless the weights were somehow floating. I don't know. I could obviously attach it to the ceiling. Pulsing iron, yeah. but he's mainly bodyweight stuff. Jamie was Jamie was complaining he doesn't train his legs. But that's because pulsing iron has a, well, I don't quite understand as well, but he says it's because of medical conditions. But I don't get how you can do the other stuff but not train legs. You know, it's whatever though. It's up to him what he trains as well. You know, it's like I said to Jamie, it's up to Jamie what he does. You know, Jamie doesn't do anything very good. His form's very bad. But he doesn't allow anyone to correct him. So why is he correcting others? Two more sets of that. I'll do the push-ups. I don't know what you call these. What do you call these? Where you're lifting the weight up like that. Dumbbell flies. Shoulder flies. I don't know. We'll have to do triceps tomorrow as well because I didn't do them in the gym. I just, as I say, I had nothing in me. There's just no point doing anything. And that's okay as well. You could take days off, you don't need to do everything. You know, I hate the fact people think you can never take rest off, you can never just go easy. You know, there's nothing wrong with going easy. You know, if you don't feel like lifting hard, don't do it that day. I think he had heart surgery. He has had heart surgery. That's why I asked, was he natty or not? Because I don't think he's natural. But that's because of the heart thing. That's why I don't think he is. And that might be why he doesn't do legs. Because he can't. Well, he's probably natural now. But that's probably why he's not doing legs. But that's just my opinion, you know. I'm not going to say what it is or what it isn't. I suppose, actually, that's a good point. When you get a heart surgery, they put like a big tube up through your leg, so maybe that's a reason. You know, you could have had like a clot in his leg, because they insert a tube up in your leg that goes like right round the vein through to your heart and pushes everything through. One more set. When I come back from my holiday, I'm going to I'm thinking about joining the MMA gym just to do something, because obviously I won't be doing the walking unless I keep that up, but I don't really care for the walking. But my my only thing is I don't want to be going to the gym, MMA gym, and they just get us do cardio stuff. You know, it's not what I want to do. I want to do actual MMA, if you get it. Because I feel like my boxing's already there, and you can only do so much at a small level boxing gym. You know, they can't really teach you that much. You know, you can only get to a certain point. These with MMA, you can. There's a lot more to learn. You know, I've already got the strength. Got the. My endurance isn't that bad. But got a good cardio base. Got the boxing. So just everything else really. Obviously the hardest thing for me is definitely going to be kicking and stuff. You know, I just don't have that hip mobility to kick things like that. You know, it'll take a lot of time to build that up. Right, last set of this. Really feel everything started to open up after those last few sets. Right, push-ups is not done. So what I was just on this, and we just do some push-ups like that, just to fully burn the chest out. I think it's my problem is it's just stupid. You know, it's all these arguments like just you can either help people or not. You know, if you don't want to talk about this sort of stuff, don't. You know, I'd say a lot of men would rather not talk about it and just be left alone rather than people try to make fun of it. You know, obviously it's like the woman who don't think men should have any sort of relaxing time or anything. They should be working, that's it. You know, that's the problem. Men don't get to, once men are in like relationships and stuff, they don't get to relax. It's always fun how hard those feel after doing chest work. You know, fresh. I could do hundreds of those. But after an arm workout, I can't. Alright, we're gonna do the flies now, and then we'll do the dumbbell shoulders. I'm definitely pumped up. only giving myself like 30 seconds rest between these. I need a big rest. So these are only like 10 eights. I think it's like around 10 to 8 kilograms. They're not, these aren't heavy. Just some light things. It's funny how you can make such lightweight feel so heavy in that range. Yeah. I guess I just don't have a big opinion on it. It is what it is. Yeah. Can't fix everything. Alright, last set of this, so then we'll do the shoulder stuff. I'm gonna try 20s as well. So we're gonna hit some big 20s on the shoulders. Like the nap. What's up, what's up? As I'm gonna try this for the first time. Hit 20 kilograms on these partial shoulder reps. Let's see. That's heavy. Okay. My left is definitely weaker. At least we figured that out. These might be a little bit far off. At least for the left. But I mean, the right seemed to be able to handle it. It just feels more awkward with the left. It's like I can't find a good position to get it started. But that could also be due to the fact I'm right-handed, so it probably just feels natural. kind of crazy. Got all that done just under an hour. Yes, David Goggins. You know, that's just pure mentality sort of thing. Yeah, it's just his outlet, I guess. He wants to feel that sort of pain from working out rather than thinking. Anyway, thanks for showing up, guys. Peace out.